Yo, what's up, YouTube? Today is June 7th, 2022, and I'm back at it with another video. So, I just want to talk about interracial dating today. In this case, I want to talk about my own personal life. To be honest, I've only had about two black girlfriends in my entire lifetime. Now, it's not because I hate black women or anything, but it's because of some of the things that I experienced growing up. Now, for a lot of you black women listening to this video, I kind of really want y'all to listen to where I'm coming from. So first of all, when I was growing up, when I was in school, you had your black girls and you had your white girls, right? Now, when I was growing up, when I was a kid, I was kind of funny looking. So I got picked on like many other kids who are funny looking. So I was picked on mostly by the black girls. Now, the white girls, they didn't really say much. So over time, I kind of got used to this and I started to think that, okay, the white girls, they like me, and that the black girls, they don't like me. Okay. Now, as I became an adult, when I became a teenager and early adult, I started to change. I guess I started to become more attractive, more handsome, and so forth. And black women started to like me. But here's the problem. I was so used to being picked on and bullied by black girls for so long that if a black woman smiled at me, I thought that she was laughing at me because I've gotten so used to being picked on. You see that? So I had a negative perception of black women. And believe it or not, it took a very long time for me to actually break out of it. I didn't even realize that black women even like me. If she would say something or give me a compliment of some sort, I would sort of filter it and come back with a negative conclusion or negative perception. Or if she says, she give me a compliment and somehow I thought that she was really insulting me. But it wasn't because I really hated her. It's just I was so used to being treated a certain way by black girls, and I hated to take it out on all black women. But when you really look at my experience and you kind of understand why I had sort of a skewed perception of black women. Now, I want to go a little deeper. I believe that a lot of black people, especially black girls in this instance, a lot of us were raised in a single parent household, right? And I think a lot of the black girls that I grew up with, many of them, they watched how their mothers talked to their boyfriends or their husbands, and they took that same behavior to school and sort of treated black boys the same way. Like if you kind of listen to how some little black girls kind of conversate or talk about black boys, you realize she's getting it from home. And that negative behavior or negative type of energy that she saw her mother give to her boyfriends or husband, she mimics the same behavior. And over time, you may have some black men who have, or black boys who grow up with the idea that black women or black girls are not their companion. He may have got treated or talked to a certain way on a consistent basis. It's all about consistency. If it's happening with too many of the women from his community, he may start to think that, okay, they're not my companion. So I believe that most black men who do date out their race, I think a lot of them, we do like black women. I just think that many black men who date out their race have something in their minds that makes them believe that black women are not their companion. They believe that you're not our friends, and even if that's not the intention, that's just the perception that I think some black men get or have gotten from childhood experiences. If you really want to know why a black man dates out of his race, just ask him what was his childhood like in school and at home. How was he treated by his mother and how was he treated by girls growing up? And you might kind of see why he shies away from women in his own community. I don't think that it's always necessarily hate. I think it's distrust, and I think it's fear, and I think a lot of black men are not really expressing that very well. I think maybe even Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan, and Michael Jordan, and and other success, maybe even Kanye West, and other celebrities, and just black men in general in your community may not come out and say that to black women. I don't think they've really articulated that to you. So I'm not saying that they hate black men. I think that if black women really listen to this story, it kind of helps you get into the mind of what some of these guys are really thinking and what they might have experienced, and and that these men are not, they don't really hate. It's not self hate. I think it's more of distrust and fear. So that's all I want to say about that. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see y'all next time.